Welcome to Unqualified and Incompetent episode. Well, whatever.
I think it's 7.
With us,
I think it's 7.
okay,
Yep.
7. If you're still with us, God bless you. Thank you for your many hours of listening to us talk. I'm Joey. We got Will over there, and we got a special guest star of the week coming to you live from North Dakota. We got Jared Smith.
Yep. Hello.
And for anybody that may not know, that's my brother.
Tell.
You just moved. In case you
We don't
couldn't
look
tell.
alike.
No, nothing.
He's a lot more grizzly than I am. He's got a bunker down for that nasty winter in North Dakota.
Tundra.
You'll probably end hibernation probably March, April, and get back out in the wild.
So Jared's coming from, which is basically a third world country at this point, North Dakota. You guys, I think you guys are, your internet's with two aluminum cans and a string, right?
Yeah, we got a Walmart too. So I mean,
Oh, okay, but
also bad.
that's just for the fancy weekends, right? The going out
Right.
weekends.
and an Applebee's. They got an Applebee's of all places.
Joey's favorite.
Yeah, fucking disgusting place. That is not a sponsor, by the way. We do not like Applebee's.
Yeah, honestly, like every town I've been to that has an Applebee's there's just a big similarity between all those towns.
Pretty trash.
Yeah.
Applebee's could come up to us right now with a contract and say, we'll sponsor you and give you $1 million, and you'd be cussing me up and down. There ain't no fucking way I'm signing it.
Okay.
No way.
Applebee's.
Not happening.
Applebee's, FYI, I will sign. I will happily take your money. So just disregard.
We'll just kick Joey. We'll kick Joey off the podcast.
Yeah, then
We'll
it'll
take
be
the
the Jared and Will show. Jared will take Applebee's money too. So just
There you
that
go.
going.
So if you see Jared and Will, Applebee's,
Applebee's smoke up. Yeah. So I'm guessing you're in like a shack or something somewhere in the Badlands or the Black Hills.
No, I'm a little farther north, out of the Black Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Badlands.
Badlands.
Yeah.
Imagine in a log cabin or a trailer or something similar.
Yeah, you gotta shit in a pot,
Okay.
that type of deal.
Yeah, see, most people tend to shift their migration west. You went the other direction.
Wagons East.
Yeah,
I did.
East.
Yeah.
But you don't have any traffic back here.
That's true.
It's a lot slower pace, so it's nice. It's relaxing that's a change. It's
It
nice.
doesn't have all the hustle and bustle of the big city.
Yeah. In the winter, did kick my ass this winter, but this is something I'll get used to, I'm sure.
No, I don't. You spent too much time here, buddy. I don't know if you're gonna get completely used to it.
Could you imagine back in the day, speaking of nobody moves east, could you imagine you're like in your little horse and buggy, and you're passing by Lewis and Clark, and they're going west, and you're heading east, and in mid-December, mid-January, and they're like, where the fuck is he going?
Right?
And I'm like, hey,
Yeah, I'm
knees.
not a big ocean guy. I'm gonna head back towards the cold. It's getting a little warm over there.
So you know how Joey, he's always wearing basketball shorts no matter the weather and shit out
I got my
there.
shorts on today.
Oh yeah.
So 1 week it was like -20 was the high all week. And we have a cousin. He's out in his basketball shorts all week. -20 degrees. I don't even
Every
know.
day, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Every day. That's nuts, man. That's nuts. That one time we were back visiting, my cousin decided to have a fucking Christmas wedding. Even the locals were like, what kind of fucking idiot has a Christmas wedding? They were so pissed off. It was like -15, -20, like -30 with wind chill. And I remember back then I was drinking pop. I don't drink pop anymore, but I remember walking out on my grandma's front deck and I had a pop in my hands, and I'm like, and I literally take 2 steps outside and I go to take a drink and nothing comes out. And I'm like, is this some kind of fucking joke? I think the can's empty. And I'm like, what? It froze so quick.
It's just
But it
ice.
took me like 10, 15 seconds to realize what was happening. I thought somebody like dumped my pop out or something, some magical thing happened. But no, it just froze up. But it gets fucking cold, man. You breathe in and your lungs are like frozen.
As an evolved society, we've developed the means to remove ourselves from those kind of climates. So I guess anyone that chooses to live there is, I don't know, man. Hard
You
one.
get to go ice fishing, riding snowmobiles. And
Yeah.
stuff to
It's
do.
not like today's 30 degrees, so it's nice.
Oh, okay.
you know.
There you go. I guess you got the goods. It's 30. It's a nice day.
But you just drive to work, you go to work. I work inside now, so it's not so bad.
That's good.
They keep it about 70 in the workshop, so.
Okay, you got a workshop?
Yeah.
Right on.
Is that Santa's workshop?
Yeah. Old Castle. No.
So what do you do? Tell me what you gotta be, let me guess your age. So I'm gonna say 37-ish.
I will be 37 in August.
Okay,
So.
very close.
36.
36. Okay, so what is a 36-year-old gentleman, bachelor, single guy like you? What do you do on the weekends in Devil's Lake, North Dakota?
Devil's Lake. Not much to do.
Okay,
You go hit the bar, but
but you're related to half the people there, right?
pretty much.
Yeah, but I think it's a different vibe. You hear about like small town football in like Texas and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I mean, it's the same thing there. The crowds are fucking just crazy to the games. Like everybody's going to the football games Friday nights,
Yeah.
whatever. And I mean, it's different than here. But honestly, it's there's still stuff to do. It's just
Yeah.
you know, here you don't really. I would say here in around like the Seattle area, you don't really have that small town feel. Like support local football games, basketball games, sports activities, stuff like that. You don't, unless you have kids involved, you really don't pay much attention to it. Whereas back there, that's the big thing all year.
Yeah.
And so you find stuff to do. It's not like you're just sitting there because Applebee's is the only sit down restaurant. You're like, fuck, I gotta wait 2 weeks till I go back to Applebee's, and there's stuff to do.
Yeah, I don't. So I moved out of the town, which I grew up in Washington. But that being said, I live in an isolated part of Washington where I grew up. And yeah, I guess it's just a different experience. Even just everybody in that area goes to the same few bars. Like you know everybody, and it's just I don't know, man. I guess the positives and negatives of both the more city urbanized life and then the way out there. And what you want is you want it in between, right? Like you want, hey, if I want to get out of here, I want to go have some fun, I want to go a little more city, go see some concerts or whatever. I want to be able to do that. And then I don't necessarily want to be in an hour commute every day. I want to be able to go to a store without having to wait an hour or get stuck in a parking lot like we do in Costco
right.
here. So really, it's the happy medium I think we're all looking for.
It's
Yeah, like I said, we have the shopping and like Walmart. We have Les Schwab or O'Reilly's. But then I'm only 90 minutes away from Grand Forks, bigger city, where they have Sam's Club. Or they have a lot more.
But if you want to meet a new Mrs. Jared Smith, it's probably not going to be at Devil's Lake though.
It'll probably be in Grand Forks or a bigger city.
You gotta venture out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then club them over the head and drag them back to Devil's Lake, right?
Drag them back to Devil's Lake.
I've been there.
Devil's Lake isn't as small as you think.
Oh, it's
like where my mom and dad were originally, I guess our mom and dad were originally born. They were small towns with a small amount of people. Devil's Lake is actually pretty decent sized for being in the middle of North Dakota. It's definitely not a Fargo or Bismarck or Grand Forks, but it's a bigger town in the middle there that people in the surrounding towns would come to do their grocery shopping and stuff like that. It's not a huge difference. Like you said, though, the traffic out here, I get sick of sitting in traffic for an hour and a half to go home. Back there's no traffic. There's pros and cons to anywhere you're going to live.
Sure.
I mean,
100%.
So,
yeah, I know. I'm not.
Like, I'm like 6 miles away from town right now, east of town. And it takes me 7 minutes to get to work. I mean, there's one stop yet.
It's like I said, where my parents were born, and it was tiny towns, that you would go into Devil's Lake to meet people. Like, you didn't meet your future spouse from your small town. Like they say, my mom and dad were from different towns and happened to meet or whatever. But so I would say Devil's Lake, you can still meet somebody, whether it's whatever. Just
no, I'm just saying, like coming from, like I said, like I grew up on an island in the Sound of Washington, Whidbey Island, but it was this. I knew everybody, and like by the time we all got through high school into our 20s, like everybody that had a chance of dating each other had already been there. So it was like everyone that, like, unless someone new would come and move onto the island and be like, oh, okay, someone's gonna stack them up. But other than that, it was like, but just as I get older and moved off the island, I see that like people from the island had married people like off the island, and then came back to retire. And I know quite a few people that in my age, my situation, that have left the town area, married, kind of had a kid, then came back to raise them and do that situation. So
that would be the toughest, I would think.
Yeah.
Would be like now when you say island, you're not necessarily locked out by just a ferry. Like you could drive around
yes,
to get around.
sure.
So
there's 2 ferries
but
and
to
a
be
bridge.
on like
yeah,
but to be on like a island that just relies on a ferry, that would fucking drive me nuts. Or an island that's out there that you have no access besides a plane. I don't know how people do that. Like with the natural disaster, you got nowhere to go.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, but for us, that's for where I grew up, like at the very south end, to get to the bridge, it's about 45 minutes to an hour. You don't.
No.
But you're right. But you have that option.
You're still locked out. I'm just saying, like I was bringing up a different topic. Like the people that live on like full islands, like where you need a plane to get to and from,
That'd be great.
is crazy, man.
Great.
I don't. You would like that? Oh my god!
Yeah,
I couldn't do that.
You're not gonna sink. If someone can always fly in and get you out. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Hey, so I have a little housekeeping to go over with. I want to touch over it a couple times. So this is from our marketing/editing department, which is one person. So Joey and I's goal for Andre, who is helping us out a lot with our editing and putting us up on different platforms and moving, our goal is just to get him paid, right? So if we can make a little bit of, if we get some viewership, I guess that's what's going to get him paid, because we're already putting a couple bucks out of pocket. So he's very kindly donated his time because he's really passionate about this. He really likes doing this stuff. So hopefully we can get some viewership points, just views and that stuff, to where we can start making money on this platform and give him a paycheck. Because you and I, we work a little bit, but this is kind of.
Yeah, and we want you guys to see the value that we give. Like we're providing shit conversation, not very good solutions to everyday problems.
No.
And well, we're pretty much bringing you guys down to the dumbness of our level. So if you guys could make us tens of thousands of dollars for that, would be amazing.
I feel like you missed the part about where we add value, because you just.
We're supposed to add value? I thought we were supposed to decrease value.
Oh no, I think they want value. If we want their money, we need to provide them with value. I think is the point we're going for.
Yeah.
We haven't got there yet.
Listen, Andre, if you could edit that out, just
I don't know. Andre, do what you will. Okay.
Yeah.
Quick talking points. So we are now active on Instagram and TikTok at and Ink Pod is apparently our handle. Listeners are invited to write into the show with the option to remain anonymous if they choose. I think you have that option. If you guys want to put down your info, that's great. We'll shout you out. If you want to remain anonymous, you can do that too. Their option.
We have a handle now?
Yes.
I've never had a handle before. I've just heard about it.
Oh yeah, we have a handle. I guess awesome. It's in our bio.
Okay.
So all relevant information can be found via the link in our bio. Cheers, Andre. So apparently he set up like a Linktree, or I don't know what Linktree is, but apparently he set one up. I guess there should be information in our bio where you can click, you can ask questions, you can participate and do what people do when they click those.
A Linktree is just like a website, and it just shows all the different links to different social medias that you guys have.
So it's a Linktree to our stuff. I guess our bios should lead there. And then, yeah.
My social media game is not tight at all. I canceled my Facebook about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't have Snapchat anymore. I used to be quite the no, not influencer. What? I had everything.
You were tech savvy for a while.
Yeah. I had Instagram for a whole 2 days, and I thought that was fucking boring, so I just deleted that. Yeah, last I checked, it wouldn't even let me log into my Facebook. I think it totally deleted it now. So it's cool to be back in the game. Back in the TikTok game. This is my first time in the TikTok
back
game.
In the TikTok. Your good old TikTok days, you getting back there?
Well, I feel like I've been in it for so long because the kids grew up with TikTok from, I don't know, 14 to 18. They're probably still doing TikTok.
I still don't know what TikTok is. Like, I mean, yeah. This
Yeah.
is why we have a Gen Z guy running our marketing department.
I still remember when Trump canceled TikTok for one day. He was going to ban it. And Lila was in tears. She's like, never get it back. I'm like, it'll be back. And then it was back like a few hours later. Yeah.
What was crazy, that whole thing was people selling their phones with TikTok installed on them. So much money because it was banned.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It was crazy. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Someone got rich off that. Someone got rich off that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that I wanted to, so this happened this morning. I figured I'd bring this up. The other day we were talking, or a couple of videos ago, we were talking about sensors on cars and like how they brake for you and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know what I gotta do. I'm gonna have some words for Hyundai. I'll tell you that much. Another non-sponsor. So
shout out to Hyundai. I support you, and if your marketing department could just get in touch with me or Andre Manabo, we'd be welcome to talk to you. Okay, go ahead.
Actually, no, I do. I love Hyundais. I actually exclusively. Hey, you guys are way cheaper than Honda.
This is your second Hyundai in a row, so let's just say that.
Yeah, and it's like my fourth overall, fourth or fifth. So yeah, I'm backing up, and this car is like pulling into a stall, like 4 stalls down. The fucker's 30 or 40 feet away from me. He's not even close. And I'm backing up and out of my stall, and my car just slams the brakes on, starts beeping at me, and it's on my touch screen. It's all red and like collision warning, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you'd think there's a nuclear bomb coming. What are we doing here? I don't understand how there's not more accidents with all these sensors, because there's some shit drivers that get way closer than I do. I feel like I'm a pretty solid driver. And so I am curious, like with all of these, with all this technology, like stopping your vehicles for you. First of all, I want to know how many accidents it causes in a year. I got to think it's quite a few. And like, how does that help the shit drivers that, like I told you on the like a few episodes ago, the one I was talking about was where the car in front of me made a U-turn, and so I had plenty of room. I was just making a left-hand turn, and it saw their brake lights or whatever and locked me up, and the guy almost rear-ended me. He was laying on the horn like I'm the asshole. But anyways, yeah. It happens too often with this car and my last car had this technology. And so it's annoying as hell. There's got to be a way to adjust it, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so that's that's unique to me, because like and I think this is annoying. Like my Tacoma, like if I like slam on the brakes a little, or no, what it is, if the front sensor detects like I'm coming up on someone's tail too quick, it's a beep. Mm-hmm. It's like beep, you're gonna hit somebody, and I'm like, okay, this is annoying as fuck, because sometimes you just wait a little extra to brake. But that being said, I think, yeah, when your car takes over your braking, it does. It seems like a big problem, because, and here's what they're probably banking on, is the amount of accidents they're going to save by braking. The amount of people they're going to save from rear-ending somebody else, they're probably going to create from getting rear-ended. Does that make sense? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to save some people from they're going to save some morons that are on their phones or can't fucking pay attention. They're going to save some of these assholes from hitting the person in front of them. But what they're going to create is a situation where anytime you are paying attention, you get close to the person in front of you, slams on your brakes, thus causing the person behind you to hit you. And I think that's the problem with it, right?
Yeah, and you want to know what the worst part is? Now, I was in the post office parking lot sending out some shit this morning, and so here's what actually pisses me off the most about it. So my brakes get locked up. I can't hit the gas. I can't go. I can't put it in drive. It's just fucking beeping at me, pissing me off. So here I am, and there's all these people. The post office just opened. I got there early. So like it's starting to fill up, and people are walking in. I'm in my car, and I'm like, you motherfucker, go. And it like won't engage. So then I look like the idiot. I look like the guy that's yelling at himself. Homeless, probably sleeping in his car.
Yeah, like many Hyundai drivers. Yeah,
like that's just who I am. Here I am yelling at the shadow people, like everybody else in Seattle. Probably thought I was a drug addict, but no, it's Hyundai pissing me off. Sorry, Hyundai, we do love you, but we don't like your sensors.
And I feel
go ahead. Go ahead, Jared.
About the whole safety braking, I feel like people rely on that shit way too much too. Where they can be distracted more while they're driving, and they rely on that safety shit all the time. That causes more accidents than anything, I would say.
Yeah, you should never rely on. Yeah, it's supposed to be a backup. It's supposed to be like an
No, right.
emergency thing, right?
I feel like people use it as a backup. I feel like a lot of people are using it as their like primary way to stop.
They're just, they're
Changing
just
and
all
shit.
go, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, the car will do the braking for me."
Because even like
Yeah, we had
even
a
like the side
coworker-
mirrors.
Yeah,
like,
we had a coworker
warnings.
with the Tesla.
Yeah.
He had it on lane assist. Supposed to keep him in his lane, and shot him over into somebody else's car. I said Tesla should have to pay for that. He goes, no. He goes, it's in the fine print.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's his problem to deal with.
Which honestly,
insurance ain't gonna cover.
which
it.
I agree with. No, I'm sorry, but if Tesla keeps crashing into other fucking cars, if you buy a Tesla and it crashes you into a car, I'm sorry.
But
Drive
they
a car.
should, like if that's the case, it shouldn't be small print. When you
Sure.
hit lane assist, like
Yeah,
I
they,
do it on mine,
they should both
it'll
be
drive for me.
responsible. Yeah.
There should be
Yeah.
a fucking light on
Yeah.
your dashboard or on your touchscreen that comes up that says Tesla or Hyundai or Honda or Toyota will not be responsible if you're in an
Don't
accident.
you have that? Like you have lane assist, right?
yeah.
I'm
I
sure
do.
they have
It'll-
that.
it'll-
I know they have that.
No,
too.
it'll drive for me. It's probably in the owner's manual. We have
There
an
is
owner's
something that
manual
I
anymore. It's
guarantee you
online,
there is something that removes them from responsibility.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it's probably in the
100%.
owner's manual, but there's nothing on your screen. Like when you first do it, was in the car with me. When I turned it on, I'm like, oh, this is so cool. But I had problems like taking my hands away from the wheel too much. I was like sitting there, oh god, because it could. I think I just did the 6-7 sign, but yeah, it
Shout
could.
out to
like,
Gen Z 6767. Okay.
yeah,
6-7.
6-7. I don't even know what the.
All right, go ahead.
That is the weirdest thing. I went into a deep dive on that.
You want to do a deep dive on
So-
6-7?
I did because I was
Okay.
like, where the okay. So talk about a segue if there's ever one. So this rapper had some kind of song or whatever over, I think it was on the East Coast, and he had mentioned 6'7" or something like that, or something like that. Maybe just the 6'7". So then I don't know, there was I think he was like a teenager or something. He was making like a video, and and then he said like the 6'7", and that's where it came from. It's like what they said that it's one of those things like it has no reason like at all why it was ever like glorified or went. There was literally nothing. It literally means nothing. So, anyways,
And I know South Park nowadays, they make video episodes about everything, but they did 2 episodes about the 6-7 thing.
They did 2 episodes?
Mhm.
Yeah.
2 or 1. Yeah, maybe just 1.
I know, it's just the progression of things. We had our own shit. And I don't know, man. I know, like, our generation was stupid, and it just feels like the next generation always stupider. It is what it is. But that being said, like, we are, I don't know. Okay, can we think of some dumbass shit we said in our generation? I don't know. Like, off the hizzook? Or
Was
was Hecka? Lots of
Hecka.
Hecka. Yeah.
Hella.
Well,
hella.
yeah. I like when there's a little bit of gaps in the generation too. Jared probably doesn't remember this, but you know how we had Busta Rhymes break your neck back in the day, and it was funny because for those of you who haven't done the math yet, there's a 5.5 year difference between me and Jared, and he's younger, so it was funny. We got in his truck. I don't remember who it was with me, but we got in your truck. It was probably Dan or Chris or somebody. And you're like, hey, you got to check out this rapper. Because if anybody remembers, Busta Rhymes only had that one CD, and then he went out of the wayside for a while and then made a comeback. And Jared's, you got to check this guy out. His name is Busta Rhymes. He's awesome. And he put on the new Busta Rhymes CD. I'm like, dude, he's been around for 6-7 years. And then we played Break a Neck. But yeah, a trend seemed to come back too. Like people are wearing like flared out jeans.
oh, yeah, the bell bottom?
Flared out bottom. Yeah,
Yeah.
not really bell bottoms, but they flared at the cap
I
or
remember
whatever,
they came back
but-
hard in the 90s, where they're like legit bell
Yeah.
bottom. Or they, I guess, flared. I don't really know what to call them.
And then hair goes from long to short on men all the time. Makes a certain comes, and then Vans. Remember Vans? Like Vans.
Vans never went out, man. You can wear Vans in any generation.
No, but they were not Vans. What's the ones that the kids went crazy for?
Adidas? I don't know.
No, was it Converse? I think it was.
Converse has
Converse.
always been, yeah.
Well,
There was whatever the brand was, like the kids were like obsessed with it in junior high. They're like, oh man, we got to get all the different styles and colors, and but it went away out of the limelight. I don't know.
I know I always used to rock the DC shoes and shit like
Hell
that.
yeah. I used to have remember
The skater shoes. Etnies.
I know. See, that was the thing about me too. Is like I was so shit at skateboarding.
Yeah, that was funny.
But
I was never.
I could barely ollie, but I still wear all the skate shit because I don't know. I was a poser to be honest, but yeah.
I didn't even have a skateboard, Will.
Oh, it would have been better if I didn't have one. I would have had it better for how shit I was at skateboarding. But no, I hear you. Red Sand, Stussy, Massimo, all that shit.
Yeah, you guys.
Joey was more into the. Joey was doing so.
Yeah, I can tell.
Like
The FUBUs, some Jinkos with the chain.
Yeah. If Dr. Dre would have met me back in the day, it'd have been
This white boy wearing FUBU, man.
Man, I remember I'd always wear And1 or Nikes for shoes. Like that was it, man. Nikes or And1s or Stephon Marbury's. Stephon Marbury comes out and he's like, I don't want any kids getting beat up over their shoes, so I'm gonna sell shoes at $20. Do you guys remember that craze? Dude, people were flocking to the stores. Like people were getting beat the shit out of just for shoes that are like $20. The guy is selling shoes so kids won't get beat up.
And then they're getting beat up.
Parents are getting beat up.
And they're getting beat out of them.
Man, but those were cool. But I remember my favorite ones were the Gary Paytons. And you know how they called him the glove. So his shoe actually had a glove. It was like a condom for your fucking shoe. It was crazy. It was like you had your normal shoe that would tie, and then you had a zipper, like outside coating, and it was rubber, like a rubber. And that was your shoe. But looking back on it, those things were hot.
You guys remember the pumps? Fuck, man. How cool were the pumps? You're just sitting there pumping your tongue up. Yeah. Like that shit was legit.
I had the knockoffs. Yeah. I was never allowed to get the Nikes. So I had remember Payless shoes? Used to sell the knockoffs. We go to Payless shoes and like mine have no symbols on them. No. But they had little basketball.
As long as they got the bumping up.
Yeah, we couldn't afford the real shit, Will.
Oh, okay. You guys lived in Fedway in the fucking ghetto, so I understand that.
And then the light up shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember criminals were getting caught because they'd be in a chase on cops. They'd be like, follow the shoes. They'd lighten up as they're running.
All right. I do still have a pair of, which I bought in my adult life, probably about, 6-7 years ago, Heelys. You gotta Heelys. You gotta watch the fuck out for Heelys. I bought a pair of Heelys. Like you will.
I didn't even know they still made those.
Oh yeah, no, I bought them probably 6-7 years ago because they had a sale because it was during like I don't know the college football time. So anyway, I bought like a pair of Nebraska ones for $20 because they were just trying to get rid of them. Fuck yeah, man, you will never end up on your back as fast in your adult life as wearing a pair of Heelys.
What are Heelys? I don't understand.
They have the wheel in the back of the shoe on the bottom.
Oh, they're the wheel
kids
ones.
Kids in junior high
you
would
see
always.
The kids, they got their feet up kind of on the wheel. Like you put your toe up and you're on a wheel.
Kids would go through the hallways and that shit.
You're that old guy that you see at the store, rolling around as a manager in them.
Oh yeah.
That old guy. That's
no,
awesome.
like my buddy and I wore him into a bar. Had like probably 3 drinks, and I'm like walking back. Next thing you know, I'm staring straight up at the stars. I'm like, what? I'm just like, what the fuck? You will, yeah. Anyways. Just watch out. If you're a middle-aged man that wants to buy a pair of Heelys, I'm going to caution you. This is your warning. Your bones are not as bendy as they used to be, so just be careful.
Right.
I could see you rolling up to a lady at the bar being like, what's your name?
Yeah.
You want to go for a ride there?
I was definitely single at the time, and I was not wearing them when I met my wife.
You want to roll out?
Yeah, I want to come into my arms, baby.
Oh man. God damn.
Anyways, they look like a blast, but they're hard. If you don't want to, they're easy to just go double back straight onto your back. So just be careful.
I never thought about buying a pair of those in my life.
They're hard. I know there's kids. You know how kids are. They make everything look easy. But as I don't know, late 30s guy trying to wear Heelys, it's not easy. I get up on my heels for maybe 5 or 6 seconds, maybe, and then I'm like tripping. Yeah, that's one of those technologies better left for the youngins.
I was just thinking about this, talking about trends. Like Jared thinks it's funny. I used to always have my little chain with my marijuana leaf hanging off in high school. Don't know why I chose a marijuana leaf, guys. I don't at all know why. But,
No idea. No one clue.
We don't condone. We don't
yeah,
condone
I
on
smoked
this.
a day in my
Oh,
life,
okay. This is
but-
one of those podcasts. Okay. Anyways, yeah.
No.
Yeah, definitely not.
None of us know what marijuana is, folks. Okay.
But I was noticing, like, with my kids just finishing high school, being in college now and stuff, like we've talked about in the past, is being at like their events and stuff. You don't see chains like you used to. Like now, maybe, okay, there's a certain crowd, but like back in the day, I would say, I don't know, probably 40 or 50%. Like even the preppy guys had their puka shells. There was always a necklace. There's always some kind of necklace for your crowd. You don't see that as much anymore. I don't see a lot of people like rocking chains or
even watches. People don't wear watches hardly anymore.
Yeah.
Either. I mean, now we got our
don't.
cell phones, right? But
I still rock my watch. I just got a new watch, by the way. Citizen, if you want to sponsor us and send me watches, I will talk you guys up till the end of the day.
I got a citizen. I got a work citizen, so I'm with you, man.
I mean,
You know
yeah,
what
like
Citizen do? Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, I got
yeah, like you said
Costco.
with the
Costco, baby.
like you said with the chains. Nowadays, a lot of the, I mean, because you couldn't wear them playing sports, but now they allow it out on the baseball field or
Really?
Yeah.
basketball court. It was never allowed, but I think now they're just doing
And
it.
I would say like in baseball, I would say people yours and my age, like in their 30s, a lot of them still wear chains.
Yeah.
But like the younger crowd, I just don't see it very often.
Well, yeah. Like honestly, if you're in a fucking sport, man, like you got plenty of time to wear your jewelry. No
Right.
one wants to take your jewelry off. But yeah, if you're a baseball player making $14 million a year, like you can take off your fucking necklace so it doesn't get wrapped around I don't know. Someone doesn't trying to tag you out doesn't fucking get caught.
Right.
I don't know. Like you don't need to be doing your sport with jewelry. Like you have all your personal time to wear your jewelry. You could do your sport and just wear your equipment, right? You guys remember Major League, right? When I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you got sleeves cut off.
Oh yeah, wild thing.
Wild thing.
Yeah. Charlie Sheen.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a name.
Those were great
Yeah.
those were great movies.
Yeah, that was good. That and number 2, and wasn't there number 3? I don't think number 3 was as popular, but
I remember the
Washington
first
was
two were
number
really
3
good.
too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's actually funny how we transitioned into baseball. I'll bring this up. This is hilarious. So last weekend, me and my buddy Dan, we'll have to get Dan on here one of these times, but we're watching the UFC fights, and he's like, God, look at their massive cups.
Dan said
And I'm
that?
like, yeah, or something like that. He's like, God, don't they like push on you? And I remember telling him, I was like, oh yeah, because I was a catcher for, I don't know, 10 years, 11 years when I was just playing rec baseball. And you had to wear a cup. And I was like, dude, those are the most uncomfortable fucking things. Like, I'm sure the technology's gotten better. Like now they've got like boxers that they like slip into. Like, but back then you had the fucking jockstrap that's cutting off circulation to your legs, and like the cups pushing up against you can
You can
get
figure
home,
it
you're
out.
like prying shit apart, ripping skin off. Oh, God, it was horrible. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on.
Is that? We're gonna stop it right
It's like-
there.
Yeah.
Like, I like it. So if I put on a really big, did we lose Jared?
You might be having a smoke break.
a smoke break. You gotta let us know. You can't just disconnect, man.
I don't think he disconnected. He's still there.
His mic's off and his. No, I think he's disconnected because look, he's not muted or his camera. Oh wait, no, his camera's off. He's not muted though. Whatever. Anyways, future podcast etiquette. If you have to leave, which is fine, we all do. We gotta use the
Well,
bathroom.
maybe there he is.
What's going on, Jared?
Oh, maybe his headphones died.
Oh man, what is this? It's like rookie hour.
Yeah, he's got a cord hooked up now.
Jeez.
I'm bad.
Headphones died.
They died. on
Jared,
me.
this is why nobody takes it seriously.
Okay.
I didn't know they were.
That just cost us about 50 grand in revenue.
Yep, that was our.
Damn it.
We had an investor lined up, and then they just saw that. They're like, "I'm not investing in this amateur."
This
hour
show's
shit."
this show's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that jockstrapfitsyouright.com was ready to fucking invest, man. Ready to cut us.
They were so excited they had a segue into their media market. Yeah.
We got petite, we got regular size, we got magnum, we got whatever you need.
Okay,
Sorry, go ahead, Will.
let's go back. Let's go back to where you said our friend Dan was impressed by the size of their cups. Is that what you said?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I could be talking out of text there. It's kind of like Tim the Tool get it fucking wrong from
Maybe
his neighbor.
hyperbole there.
He was just commenting and then he had mentioned, I never had to wear a cup because he was always an outfielder. You only had to wear one if you were a catcher. And so it was just funny because then we started talking about it. I was like, man, it was fucking brutal. But we were talking about baseball. And we were just talking about that. So I figured I'd bring it up. But
Yeah.
I don't know. You ever had to wear a cup? Jared had to. He was a catcher.
I wore a cup.
I've never wore a cup. I wasn't much of a athlete in high school, so never had to
I
wear a
played
cup.
I played third base too, so the hot corner. So you didn't
you
want to
have
take the ground ball to the boys.
Did you have the boxer briefs that the cup slid into, or did you have to do the strap thing?
I had the jockstrap for a few years. The boxers though later
Were the boxers better? They must have been better.
they were bad. It was like I don't know, what do they call them, Spanx or like a spandex type deal,
Something like that, yeah.
and it just slid in the
Yeah.
front pouch.
But
But
you get home and you got they're like digging in. I mean, that was the worst part about catching.
when I played
in
first
baseball.
base, I never wore one, which
Yeah, I never wore one at third base. I never wore one at first.
If you're a catcher,
It was just
if you're a
catching.
catcher, you have to wear one.
you
Other than that,
I mean,
it's
you're-
optional.
Yeah, they do a cup check. They hit you in the dick with a bat.
Yeah.
And so you better not be lying. They're going to hit you right in your balls with a bat. Yeah. True story. Real. That never happened to me, but I always wore a cup. And once I got older, I stopped catching so much. And I don't know, we always had better catches.
Grew up. You got in high school. Stop catching so many balls.
Well, once I hit junior high, I think I
yeah.
don't know why. I think I just lost interest in it, to be honest. But I started playing the field more, but
Yeah, I remember I took a friend to the Bears game one time, and she was like, "Look at it was Ken Griffey Jr."
Yeah. Wow, look at that guy. I'd be like, baby, just wearing a cup.
I knew better. Outfielders
Yeah.
don't wear cups.
King Griffey. Yeah, King Griffey Jr. makes eye contact with her and just says, "No, I'm not. No cup." Hey, if you could lose a girlfriend to anybody, it'd be King Griffey Jr.
It would be Ken
Yeah,
Griffey.
yeah. Everybody has their hall pass, and if it's KGJ, then fuck it.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So what do you got going for tomorrow? We got Hawks coming up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this thing
Seahawks.
called the SB, the big game.
The big
Yeah,
game.
big game.
Yeah, tomorrow, and our team is in it.
Seahawks.
And
team is in it.
Can we just give a shout? I don't who saw this. I don't know. Every year I'm like, oh yeah, Seahawks are gonna win, but I say, all right, just fucking around. But
Everybody was saying like, "Oh, the Seahawks are going to be 4-12 or whatever this year, 4-13 or whatever." I didn't think they were going to be that bad, but I didn't think we were going to be this good either.
Dude, there's this guy I heard on the radio that I'm probably way off, so don't fucking quote me on this. I want to say he put down $100. He picked the exacto, which is very great odds if you can hit it. And he picked the exacto for the Patriots and Seahawks to meet in the Super Bowl and the Patriots to win.
so you have to do that at the
Yeah,
beginning of the year, right?
Yeah. So if the Patriots win, which obviously we hope they don't, but if they win, this fucker's gonna make, I want to say it's $500,000 or 400,000, something ridiculous. Now my numbers could be off, but you get the
Yeah.
moral of the story.
Right.
Like he put down very little on this exacto, and he's gonna be richer than shit. Could you imagine? You're like, what if you lost that ticket, or you're like, I know it's here somewhere. That's got to be a pretty cool feeling.
It's like that dude that had, I don't know, a bunch of Bitcoin and then threw it away and spent the next 20 years of his life dumpster diving for his hard drive.
Trying to find it, yeah.
Yeah. But that being said, I don't know. I think this dude is probably regretting his choice right now. I don't know. I think we're looking pretty good. I know I might be jinxing us here, but I think we're looking pretty good against the Patriots.
That's what worries me is even the national media. One thing Seattle has going for is the national media never really gives us any
The
credit.
underdog.
They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't against the Steelers that year. They
Yep.
didn't
The
really
Bears
against anybody.
or not the Bears, the Broncos. Yeah.
The Broncos. Yeah, they didn't give us anything against the Broncos. We beat the shit out. And so this time they're on our side. And I'm like, I don't want to see 100% of national media picking us. Like, I just don't. I want to see a lot of people, but everybody's picking us, which scares the shit.
Normally it would, but this is like normally. Dude, you remember when we went to the Super Bowl? Like we were losing every game up until the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. Like, you remember that year? You remember how like every single fucking game was a comeback game, and we were like, we would start off shit, and then we'd claw our way back at the buzzer, and that's how we won all our games. This is a different team. This is a good team. Like, we are like starting out. We're not always like 100% throughout the clock, but we're starting out good, and we're finishing out good. We're consistent. We're more consistent than we've ever been. In my memory, since the whole Legion of Boom and Russell Wilson, like. All the way back, I'm not talking like all the way back to Steve Largent like years. This is the best team I can remember. Just the most consistent team as far as defense and offense matched up, just being an all-around good team. This is the best I can ever remember us having.
The dark side.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I agree fully with that. The year we won the Super Bowl, you got to remember, like, our defense was like fucking 3 turnovers.
We had Chancellor in the middle.
I agree we had a better defense, but I'm just saying when you come. But say you decrease our defense, but I feel like our defense then totally made up for Russell Wilson could bang it out in the lat, like he's scramble and get the job done. But we were getting points off our kicker. Like, all our points were off our kicker back then. And now we're able to at least score points, and I think that makes up for the slight deficit, like the slightly worse our defense is now is made up by the slightly better offenses.
No, I was gonna agree with you. No, what I was saying is our defense back then scored a lot of points because we had a really good secondary with a pretty good defensive front. The linebackers weren't too shabby either, with Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright. David Hawthorne, who's whatever, he lasted.
Chancellor.
But yeah, our secondary, our back seven was great. The thing now is our whole 11, and so I think our back end was a little better back then, but as a whole, I think our defense is actually a little bit better. And I think you're right, our offense is way better. And so we'll see, though. Sam Darnold, okay, the thing with Russell Wilson is he would have a bad game here or there.
He would pull it out.
The thing with the thing with Sam Darnold is he has some dud games.
Yeah. I want to say our offensive line now is way better than it was the Super Bowl we won.
And I don't even think we're fully healthy on offense.
Right.
On offensive line.
I want to give I want to say Darnold is a different quarterback than he was at the beginning of the year. He is making better. Yeah. Like, he's always a good passer. He's a good athlete. But what he's been doing recently is making good decisions. Because at the beginning of this year, we all know how many turnovers he threw. He'd be like, amazing throw, just throwing bombs, and then turnover, and then bombs. He's dialed it back. And how long's it been since there's been some close ones, but how long's it been since he's had a straight up interception? It's been a few games. Like, he's tightened it up. Yeah. He's making the changes that he need to make and making better decisions. Like, hey, if I have to go down with the ball and lose 9 yards, that's better than an interception. He's making those decisions.
I agree with that. All I'm saying is it doesn't matter what stats you say about how he's been. Darnold will have a game where he throws 4 picks. He will. And if he has a game where he only has 1 or 2 picks, and our defense rallies like we do, we're probably still fine. But if he goes out there and he throws 4 interceptions and they get a couple touchdowns off of him, or like. It could get ugly really quick. And so I really hope that they come out, and I hope he has a good game. If he has a good game, we win.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. If we play to our potential and we don't whiff it, we have we win 100%. But
I mean, even if he has a mediocre game and Kenneth Walker goes off,
that's what I mean.
I see us as long as we can get that run game going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Well, what do you guys? We never talked about what you're doing, Will. I think I'm gonna go around and do a muckle shoot tomorrow.
I think we're just gonna stay at home. We're upset that it was on me that we should have, when we were offered the night stay plus like access to the lounge at Don't Call Me, for a pretty good
Yeah.
deal. We should have just taken it when they offered her, but I'm like, we'll see. I'm like, we're going to Joey's.
Yeah.
But no,
gonna...
honestly, like, it's a Sunday. I got to work Monday. Like, honestly, if I go out to a bar or if I go out to a casino or something, like, there's a good chance, like, I'm probably going to drink a little more than I should, as where if I'm just at home chilling. And I have a roommate I can invite over, our buddy Casey.
It's gonna be weird not being
But
out there and
Jen wanted
having a party with you guys.
Yeah. Jen wanted to say if you or Dan or something want to stop by our place, you guys are welcome. But I said you guys want to do the casino thing.
I don't know yet. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, but
Let me know.
Yeah.
You still haven't come to my house. Hey, shout out to all our subscribers and listeners. Joey and I have been friends for a lot of years now, and he has never once visited my house. So if you want to comment about just friendship and about how a friend should go and see one of the biggest payments and decisions that a person makes.
To be fair, he only moved into that house, 2 years ago now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
2 years of not seeing one of your really close friends. That's a long time, buddy.
That is a long time.
Okay. Are we really?
Maybe it's not like it's been 30 years.
Okay, I guess you got 30 years, Joey. What?
Are you really gonna do
I'm not
this?
saying I'm the perfect friend or whatever, but I'm just saying.
So anybody in the chat that wants to hear the real story. So this motherfucker has a diehard friend who would give him anything. He'd give him every opportunity in the construction trade to be better. I've just given so much time and effort to this guy, and I love him. And not once has he invited me over. Now he has said, "Hey, you should swing by sometime. Hey, we're gonna be home this weekend. You should swing by sometime."
That is an invite, Joey. That is an invite.
If you move into a new house and you want your friend to stop by, don't you say, "Hey, come over tomorrow morning. We're going to do this," or "I want whatever." Don't you set up a date and time? What if I come over and they're at the grocery store? What if they're walking their dog? What if they're having sex? How do I know what's going on? Just giving me just like an open-ended invitation is not really an invite at all. It's more just like, we don't really want him to come over, so we'll just keep like giving him like, "Hey, sometime this weekend, stop by." So
what?
Why haven't you given me a day and time?
You want me to give you a whole ass date and time? Because I know how weird you are about your weekend. So I'm like, "Hey man, like you got to come over. You got to see the house. Like anytime you want to come." Look, like my sex doesn't last that long. I can break that shit up. I can squeeze you in there, buddy. Like whenever we got going, we'll make work within you come. But I'm just saying the invite's always out to you. So you let me know, "Hey man, I got some time this afternoon or this morning or whenever." We'll get in there.
All I'm saying is, hey, there's a Seahawks game this Sunday. You should come over and watch the
Originally the plan was at your house. Like, we've had the Super Bowl at your house every year.
No, I'm talking like just any game.
Sure.
You've had 2 years to like give me an actual invitation to something to come by. And so don't put it all on me. Now,
you never really did have a housewarming party either.
No,
yeah,
I haven't.
You didn't have a housewarming party.
You're right.
And I told you should have one.
Oh. Okay.
And you want to slip this back on me.
Yes, I didn't have a house. My idea was just to invite like a few friends over, and you were one of them, and you just
and you never did.
I know.
And
I've said
never.
Yeah, I've said you should come over this weekend.
Tread lightly.
No,
tread lightly.
Be hard to believe, but I do have TV back here in my little cabin. So,
oh really?
I will be watching the game tomorrow.
Like you have, you got some like trees propped up with some aluminum foil. Is that what it is?
I got the antennas. We're good.
Okay, the goal. You got some rabbit ears on your television. Yeah. You got to dial the knob.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that satellite dish on Cable Guy, that big massive one?
Yeah.
He's got that out in his yard.
Okay. Yeah. I believe it.
It gets him 3 channels.
You just gotta clear the snow off every day or two.
The snow and ice. Yeah. Not that type of ice. Real ice.
Yeah. The ND ice. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. How was it, Jared? How was the guest of honor spot today?
I'd like to be back on. It's pretty fun.
We had a little technical difficulties midway through, but
Yep.
You mean
that's on my end.
We started about an hour late, like trying to figure out what.
That's on my end.
It's pretty typical, but it's not your bad.
All right, so I want to give everybody a little behind the scenes before we wrap this up. So, it's pretty funny because I just want to give everybody an update, essentially. So what you guys don't see is Will gave me a ration of shit on the first episode for being late. What they don't see is usually we have to wait around, or I have to wait around on my laptop till about 1:05 to 1:10, and I'm supposed to have a link by 1. And so then I get on, and I'm sitting here, and I join screen. Normally when I get into the screen, Will's not in here. And he comes in, he puts his headphones on, and then, like, I'm, like, turning on my stuff, and all of a sudden I look up, he's gone again, and then he comes back in the room, and then he leaves, and then he comes back in, and then I ask him, what's the name of our show again? Because I always get the Unconfident and Inqualified. That's it. I always get it confused and mixed up. And then, so that's what Will's talking about for a half an hour of the show. It literally takes him like 10, 15 minutes just to get me to say the right name. But that's the start of our show every time. It literally takes us a half hour, even if the setup goes smoothly, to get started with our show.
Yeah, strong disagree here. You're right. It
Okay.
takes probably 10 minutes. Usually I'm working some bugs out. But that's the reason is because I think the first 2 episodes, you were roughly 45 minutes to an hour late. So what I started doing is just sending out my invite and just leaving my laptop on so you could come whenever. And then I just come check on you about every 5-10 minutes and see if you logged on.
Okay, first of all, you did not text me that we were starting yet. We had said 1 or 2. And so I was waiting for the text. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I might not have wanted to do the podcast.
Yes. You actually said it on the podcast. Like we talked about it on the podcast that you were like purposely an hour late. So you can't backtrack that.
But Will never texted me to say, hey, I'm going to send you the link. So it's technically on both of us, even though it's mostly my fault. Don't tell Will. But I will agree with that. So what I'm trying to get at, Will, though, I'm not saying it's either of our faults that we're just idiots.
saying it's your fault, but go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm just saying whoever's going to be a special guest on the show, expect not to get started until about 1:30 or 30 minutes into whatever time we start.
Today was my fault. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think Joey's point is that everybody, their first time is going to have some technical issues, which we got.
Yeah, and it's like I've never used my camera before.
You're not like a big kind of Joe Rogan high stakes podcasters like we are, so you just haven't gotten to that point where all your gear is settled down.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah, like when you're basically a top 5, 10 YouTube podcaster.
You haven't seen this show yet?
No.
You haven't seen this show? North Dakota sucksoff.com.
Oh, sucks off. Wow.
Wait, what did I say? Oh,
I will be tuning in.
North Dakota knock your socks off.
Knock your socks off.
That's not what you said, bro. You said North Dakota sucks off.
Yeah.
No, I do want to say one thing. Just sitting here bullshitting with you guys, this hour definitely seemed to go by a lot quicker than I thought it would.
That goes pretty quick.
Yeah. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. And we're going to try to start interviews and guests coming on our podcast in the future. And part of that will be swapping it out, returning people, and catching up and seeing where we're all at. So we appreciate it, Jared. Thanks for sharing your time, and we'll definitely get you back on here. Now,
for all the people that are sitting there, I want to see Jared on next week. It's gonna be a little while. We got some other guests.
We have people lined up.
You got
some MVPs on your list?
Yeah, but
we do. Have you guys ever heard of MJ?
Yes, the MJ. There's a lot of the MJs. So one of the MJs.
That's actually nobody's initials that's coming on. I just said MJ for some reason.
But we could switch things around. We got different languages, right?
You can find an MJ, I'm sure.
Their nickname is now MJ.
Have you guys heard of the will appearing quarterback, Sam Darnold?
I've heard of him.
He's not going to be a guest, but I just figured I'd ask.
Do you know Sam Darnold's grandpa? Dick Hammer. Yeah, that's his name. Marlboro Man.
Oh, we got to get him on.
He's dead.
Oh.
Wow.
But yeah, Sam Darnold's grandpa was
sensitive, Joey. We got a death in the family. And
But yeah, Sam Darnold's grandpa was Dick Hammer, and he was the Marlboro Man in the 70s.
Oh, he was the Marlboro Man.
Yep.
That guy was a cool motherfucker.
Died of lung cancer, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
Worth it.
He was the most interesting man before the most interesting man came on.
Yep. Blood.
Still second guy.
Oh, let's talk. We haven't even talked about this last week or this week. Who's excited for the commercials tomorrow? That used to be my favorite part of the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
Who's excited
Last
for Bad
couple,
Bunny? Not me.
I'm excited for Bad
not
Bunny.
me.
Okay, fuck all you guys. If you like reggaeton like me and you're not like a simple redneck, hey, there's a lot of good music out there. Bad Bunny's not that bad. Shout out Bad Bunny.
No, there's not. They should have Usher every fucking year.
Okay, I wouldn't argue with Usher every year, but honestly, if
No,
you never
their
listened
last
to Bad
two were
Bunny,
good.
that's fine. But dudes,
When they had it in L.A., when they had like Snoop Dogg and Eminem,
Eminem.
well, yeah,
Dre.
That was a
that's
That
great,
was
but
Eminem.
it can't. It's not gonna be
The
that
Eminem
fucking
one was
every year,
great.
bro. They're gonna branch out a little bit. Anyways, shout out to Bad Bunny. You guys can hate all you want.
No, the one they did wasn't that in Detroit when they had Eminem come out?
Oh yeah,
Where
and
they
Kid
had
Rock.
Eminem, they had 50 Cent. They had Crew.
Yeah.
That was a great show. And then Usher.
But you but then you know what?
They've had some good
Like
ones.
when they had all the rap guys, all the rednecks were bitching about all the rappers. They're going, I don't know what the fuck that was. Like, so always someone's bitching about, I don't know, like what? If you want Garth Brooks every fucking year, sorry, bro.
No, you say Garth Brooks, but I don't even think they've had. When's the last time they had a country artist?
It's been a while.
I don't think they normally. It's got to be.
They've had
It's gotta
Prince,
be pop or
yeah,
hip hop.
Usually, it
Well, I
is.
mean-
But I'm just saying, like they had Prince.
Is Bad Bunny
Bruno
the guy that
Mars.
wears the? Is Bad Bunny the guy that wears the marshmallow hat or head?
No, that's Marshmallow.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Marshmallow.
that's Marshmallow.
Oh, Marshmallow's okay. I like
He's
Marshmallow.
a
He's
he's
on
a
country
DJ.
songs.
He's a DJ.
Wasn't Bad Bunny a DJ or no?
No, he's a singer. He's a rapper.
Is he an actual singer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I don't look like if as someone that likes.
It might be already. I don't know.
So I don't. If you think about, remember that. If you think about Daddy Yankee or like the reggaeton, remember Despacito? It's that genre
Yeah.
of music. But a lot of us
I
haven't
don't know
listened
any
to
of
it.
those.
Okay. You've heard
I
Despacito.
don't
I
know
know
any
you've
of
heard
those.
Despacito.
Despacito.
Yeah.
Is it Havana? Na.
It's close. That's
Yeah.
Close
reggaeton.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that Havana song. That's a good
That
song.
was forget it.
No,
That makes
no,
me
no, no, no.
Yeah. Or Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
Ed
that's a
Sheeran.
good one.
I don't like him because it's the kids type music, but he's got one song, Thinking Out Loud. Shout out. You want to give us that song to do for our intro, Ed Sheeran? We'll take it.
Anybody that wants to donate free music for our intro will take it. So, sure,
Heck yeah.
Ed Sheeran or not.
Especially Simple Man.
Yep. Leonard Skinner, waiting for your phone call.
Oh, man, that'd be so awesome. Could you imagine? Hey, Mr. Smith, this is Leonard Skinner. We'd like to offer you up Simple Man. I'd be like, click. That motherfucker didn't want it. We tried. Yeah. Hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys subscribe and comment and
Check out our bio. All the information for engagement and as well as our other social media sites should be in there. And thank you.
All right.
All right. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.